What's Gucci? You too. It's Pat Brady, you dig? Marvelous Bluntz, super in the building today, man, on Sunday evening. End of the month recap for May 2026. You dig? If you haven't already, subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz. Hit that subscribe button ASAP Rocky and like this video ASAP. I got my guys in the building today. We got Torian Rain reloaded. He's reloading. What's going on in Koontz? What's good?
Glad to be here. I know I can't remember I think when was the last time I was on here? I can't remember. It's been a couple months since I think the last time I was on. I probably was like back in March maybe.
It was March. I'm gonna tell you why I know it was March. Or no, it was April because I think we did the Daredevil.
Yeah,
1 through 5. I think. Yeah, it was Daredevil. So yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute though. It's been a good month or so. So
yeah,
auditorium, man. Coach was good, man.
Not much, man. How y'all living?
No complaints, man. No complaints. I can't even fake. May was cool for me. You feel what I'm saying? I had a great May. You feel me? So I have no complaints. But for starting off with May, we had a birthday this month. Shout out to Tori. His birthday was on the 4th. He has a special birthday. You feel what I'm saying? The 4th.
Listen, I predate May the 4th be with you. That came after me. They got that from me.
Yep.
But I do appreciate it though. It was a pretty chill birthday. I really only went out the day before because it's kind of hard to do stuff during the week because my birthday was on a Monday, so I just went out on that Sunday. But yeah, I had a pretty chill birthday though.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Torian birthday month. Yeah, we can get right into it, man. The most I'm gonna start off with the most recent thing that I saw that just I don't know, man. When I saw this, man, I had to sit back for a minute. And I said, "Dang, Marvel, really, man." It was a point where we was really saying it could have been over. You know what I'm saying? We was like, I don't know, man, where this is going. X-Men 97 season 2 trailer dropped, and I was blown away. You feel what I'm saying? It seemed like they really stepping up. I don't know why for they show so much, but where did y'all see the trailer, and where did y'all think, are y'all excited for the new season of X-Men 97?
I have not seen it.
You haven't seen it?
Nah, but y'all know I don't be
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, okay. I saw it, and I'm looking very forward to it because it looks like they doing like you can tell that Apocalypse will definitely be the main villain this season. You can tell how that was when how it ended off. It was like, we know where this is headed. But I like now that they're bringing everybody back and they're bringing even more new characters in there, and it looks like they're gonna do like a lot of timeline hopping. It looks like it's like 3 different timelines that they're going through. But Apocalypse is a focal point in every last one of those timelines. He's a threat in every timeline. So this is going to be very interesting. I can't wait to watch. I was a little bit worried because the whole Mayo situation, but just from the looks of the trailer, it looks like they pulled it off. So I can't wait to see what they're going to do July 1st.
I definitely agree with the point that you said about when the original writer and the creator who did the newer version, what's his name? You say his name again?
DeMayo.
DeMayo, right. When he kind of backed out and everything happened with that, I was a little bit annoyed too. And like you said, when I seen the trailer and saw like just some of the things they just it looks like they're trying to elevate it for the next season, more stakes. I love Apocalypse as a villain, the X-Men villain. I like the whole X-Men, but I like Apocalypse as a villain. Even though people kind of whatever about Days of the Future, I think it was Days of the Future Past with Apocalypse. I thought that was a great movie. You know what I'm saying?
I did like Days. I did like Days of Future Past, but
I thought it was tough.
I didn't like. I said I did like First Class and Days of Future Past. I did not like Apocalypse, and Dark Phoenix was horrible.
Oh yeah. Dark Phoenix was. I remember you told us not to watch that, and I did not listen. And I went to go watch it.
There you go.
But I am really excited about X-Men. It was some things in there. They had a lot of comic stuff. Cool. This is a lot of comic references. The Wolverine little joint. I know you saw that touring with the little Wolverine, the claw. Yeah. It was one scene I think where it was Phoenix. She like kind of did like a like a Cyclops had claws. You feel what I'm saying? He had the Wolverine claws. Like it looks crazy, you know.
That
And,
that was that was
but
that was his gene. That wasn't her as the Phoenix. And what she did was is that she used her telekinetic powers to make an outline of herself like Wolverine and put the claws up in front of his blast so the blast can shoot 6 different directions instead of just one, which is dope. I like that they did that.
Yep, cool. I know you haven't seen it, but I was like, whoa! I was like, they really stepped it up. Like they took Buddy's script and said, "We gonna run with this."
And and Pep, I did see your you had did a trailer reaction to it as well. You know who that is with the green hair, right?
Who?
That's Polaris. That's Magneto's daughter. Well, one of his other children.
Oh, so they really going into the lore of X-Men then. You know what I'm saying? I rock with that. I don't know what I mean. Hey, shout out to the old 97, but this is the new 97 because that old I was like, and then one thing that really amped me up was the score. You know what I'm saying? Or the trailer, like the music.
I was shocked that they used that song because I'm actually familiar with that song because I heard that song in another trailer, and for them to use that for an animated series, it caught me completely off guard. It felt like I was watching a trailer for a live action movie.
Yeah,
when I heard that music.
Yep. I definitely agree. It gave me movie vibes, you know, like movie vibes. So this is, I guess, I'm excited. They already have greenlit, I think, season 3 and 4.
I believe so.
Yeah. So they already out of here. They know this trailer is out of here, and just the timing of everything, just with this, and then I think Vision Quest is coming, and then Brand New Day. They just lined it right up. You feel what I'm saying? For Marvel to be back, man. But I definitely am excited. Any predictions at all for this season at all? Did you watch the last season, Coons, though? The first season?
Nah, I ain't tapping into that.
Wow.
You got a lot to catch. Listen, X-Men 97 is probably one of the best things on Disney Plus as a whole. Like that show right there was that in my opinion, that was a 10 out of 10 season. Like that, it's like it elevated every single time. It wasn't really a dull moment in the show. Even the Jubilee episode was good, and that episode was seen more as a filler. But I'm glad they did that with her because it elevated her character even more. Because even in the old 90s cartoon, Jubilee was always like she was kind of just there. Like she didn't really have much to do, and I'm glad they elevated her character a lot. And it looks, just based on this trailer, it looked like she about to go up even more.
Yeah, no. In the trailer, they always like, okay, she about to put in work. You feel what I'm saying?
Because Jubilee is Jubilee is powerful. Like a lot of people sleep on her abilities. This woman can do more than just shoot pyrotechnics and fireworks out of her body. Like she is really actually pretty powerful.
Fully loaded. I'm excited, man. July 1st can't come any quicker, especially off the back end of a great show with Daredevil Born Again. So we know we rocking with X-Men 97 now. Coons has finally, I believe, finished Daredevil season 2 Born Again. Coons, give me what you thinking. What did you think of this season of Daredevil Born Again?
All right, so I have different thoughts. I liked it overall. It's certain things where I wish they could have executed a little better. Like it was a little too on the nose. I mean, well, it's one of them art imitate life as far as the task force and ICE type situation.
Facts.
But I felt like I didn't really love it that much. Now the finale, I have a love-hate relationship with it because I feel like I'm one of the few people that, like, when it came to the Netflix Daredevil, I enjoyed the lawyer scenes a whole lot. So it gave me that vibe again, you know, with Matt Murdock, because what's his name? Charlie Cox. He's an amazing actor. Like he's really phenomenal. And I feel like when he's able to be a lawyer, he can really get in his bag. So I like that scene. I didn't know, you know, about him just outing his identity like that, you know, but yeah, I guess
the Iron Man.
It is. Yeah. So I don't know. I still wonder, like, it made me think about Spider-Man as well. Like timeline wise, where is that within all of this? Is that after? Is it during this reign? Like I don't I want some definite answers
I
with
guess we're
that.
gonna find out when Brand New Day come out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Punisher is in Spider-Man, right? That was like a
Yeah,
little.
the new
He's
one.
in
Yeah.
it. He's in it.
Okay, so
When you
yeah.
said that too, I'm gonna mention when you said that how the timeline works. You know, everything that we've been watching, y'all, that we review, I always say, where the fuck is Spider-Man? Doing this whole time. Where is he at?
I
But
mean, you
this
know,
one,
remember him right now. So
I
I'll give him a
think,
pass right
I
now.
think. Look, I haven't seen the trailer, but I think in the recent trailer, the lady who like this the woman who told him to get low, like was like, all right, you might as well just roll out. You the black lady. I think she's in Brand New Day.
She is.
Okay,
She's
all
the
right.
she's the
Okay,
one in
yeah.
the trailer. She's the one in the trailer who gives Spider-Man the key to the city.
So boom, that is connected. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm hearing rumblings. You know, because spoiler alert, Matt Murdock went to jail. You feel me?
And also too, like in the trailer, Spider-Man is fighting the Hand, and we know the Hand is a Daredevil villain. And ironically, he's in a prison when he's
like
fighting
this.
them. Ironically, he's in a prison, and the last time we see Matt is locked up. So I wonder if it's there to get him. And then on top of that, they do that trailer trickery thing. They did the same thing with No Way Home when he jumped off the thing and he's fighting the villains. But then when you see the movie, it's all three Spider-Men fighting them. So I'm like, what's all that extra dead space in the trailer? Who else is there that, because it's not just him fighting the Hand alone. No. I think it's just probably him, Daredevil, and Bruce Banner is in there, so he might turn into the Hulk. So I was
saying that while
it's a lot of characters in this movie. A lot of characters in this movie.
I agree. You know how Cool smiling is like, because we know how Spider-Man gets down. You know Spider-Man gotta have 10 villains, three main characters. They pulled the Sinister Six from all different universes last time. So when Torian said the trailer trickery, I 1,000% agree it's trailer trickery. I think it's gonna be the Hulk and Daredevil. Like you said, I totally agree it's gonna be those two for that last fight.
Okay. Well, all in all, I like Daredevil for what it's worth. It didn't. What
did you think of Bullseye?
Oh, I love Bullseye. Bullseye is badass. Like he
great
was
anti-hero.
The best.
That part in the diner. My goodness, what a way to open that episode. That was so. I barely got through the episode because I kept rewinding that part over and over again. That part was so good. It was executed so perfectly. Yeah. He used a toothpick to kill the guy. A toothpick.
They turned him up. They did turn him up. I mean, he was already turned up in the Netflix series, and then they just did him they just threw him off the roof in the beginning of Born Again. They
the first season. Yeah.
It kind of man, they turned when that diner scene, and even when I started like just seeing him kind of like get into this, like, all right, like I actually kind of want to be a hero, low key. You feel what I'm saying, Bang? I was like, the Thunderbolts is waiting for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? They got an open space. We got somebody we need to kick out anyway. You feel what I'm saying? So kill off somebody so we can bring my boy in. Kill off Fake Cap. We need to kill off Dark Cap and bring him in. You feel me? I really like Bullseye, and I agree. Something you said, Kunz, about the lawyer Matt Murdock. I really do like that version too. Like when they went back to that when he was running Pink when he was pressing Kingpin was like, you really going? He said, you're gonna have to take it there. If you really gonna take it there, you're gonna have to take it there. He said, all right, bet I'm gonna take it there. Boom. And my favorite scene is when they was talking in the chamber, and Kingpin was like, hey, I know you can hear me. I'm like, hey. I'm about to go ham in this, bro. When he started killing civilians, I said, he has to go right now.
That was OC. He told Cuz boo and then bash his head. And I do like how they never really speak on how strong he is, but whenever he has to display his strength, it's just like, wow, like they really make it huge. Like even that boxing match where it's just like, dang, they killed Brody. I think
that fight. Remember that fight between him and Daredevil, which I found out is like comic accurate. One of the little scenes when he hit him in his chin with the knee. when he fought him, I was like, when he was punching through the wall, I was like, hey, bruh, now this makes sense why he was wilding in Hawkeye. Remember he ripped the door off Shorty car. I was like, how did he do that? You feel me? He was manhandling Kate Bishop. So and also we didn't even mention this. My girl, Jessica Jones, was back finally. I was so happy. But I didn't know Luke Cage. Luke Cage knocked her up, y'all. That's really his baby mother.
Yeah,
Luke Cage,
I knew. I knew that.
He ran away from his home and all that. He was on assignment, just showing up out the blue and all that. I ain't like that part. But
I said the Defenders are about to get back together.
I can see that. I can see that for season 3. I think they're gonna really. They probably were just trying to see how. All right, let's just drop Jessica in there.
I'm glad they gave her a bigger part than I thought that, because I really thought she was only going to be in that one episode, but they kept her around for the remainder of the season and even had her fighting again. Like, she was ready to go when they was getting ready to go out into that hallway and fight the task force. She took her little swig and said, finally, let's do this. She was ready to go.
Bruh, she was ready for the anger. Yes,
she said, especially since I don't know. She says, especially I got to get my stuff together because I don't know if my power's going to tweak on me again. So let me get it while I know I can knock some people up against this wall.
Well, what's that about, though?
Was that in the last season of Netflix when they talked about that? Because I was wondering about that too.
I think it's because when she had her daughter, when she was pregnant. That's what kind of messed her powers up a little bit. They kind of did the same. I don't know if y'all watch Invincible or not. They kind of did the same thing with the Adam Eve character where she was pregnant and her powers was kind of messed up. So it's probably like a chemical imbalance that does it whenever they have a child, because that will probably knock some stuff out. But like that was hers. Like it's like it would come and go, but it doesn't look like it will be one of those things where it'll stay off for a long time. It'll probably stay off for a couple minutes and then it'll cut back on. But yeah, her power stayed on that whole fight. Listen, when she threw that fire extinguisher, that's a good thing nobody's head was there, because she would have knocked their head smooth off their shoulders.
Bro, I want her to be in everything. I'm ready for them to go. Load the van up, bring the gang back, the mystery van back. Let's redeem the Defenders, please, dog, please, because they could do that right. So. Shout out to Kuntz, man, looking at Daredevil. He finally looked at it. Please, Kuntz, look at X-Men 97.
Yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy X-Men 97.
It's gonna blow your mind, bro. It's gonna really be like, wow. Like, it was like watching a real show. Like, I know it's animated, but it was like watching real people. I don't know what was so. It was like better than some of the live action stuff. I'm gonna be honest.
You can get through it fast because it's only 30-minute episodes.
Yeah, it's pretty short too.
Season 2, y'all say started in July.
Yeah, the first. You could probably spend like a week.
Yeah, you can get through that in a week, like at least a week.
Okay. I agree. So tap in. So boom, just floating around to some things as well. We talked about Daredevil because I want to go through Marvel first before I get to the next thing. Spider-Man Brand New Day is around the corner / Spider-Man Noir. Now, Torian has seen the whole season, so we're gonna let him give what his thoughts are of Spider-Man Noir, what he's thinking so far on Amazon. What you thinking? How's my boy Nicky Cage doing, man?
Nicolas Cage actually did a very good job. Acting wise, he did a very good job. You can tell he really leaned into the character. He was able to get the tone right of the era because it takes place in the 30s. I would highly suggest that people watch this in the black and white. I don't think I could watch that in color. It wouldn't have the same effect for me, considering this is the character, this is the setting that he's in. They really captured that time period perfectly. Like, everything looked good, even with how the villains looked. The special effects looked really good, especially on the Electro and Sandman characters, because I think that's what they had to really use the special effects for them in particular, since they had more physical, outwardly projectile type abilities. Even the action sequence was there, but really the writing in this was so good. The writing in this was so good, like the puns that they had, the delivery that they had. So it for me, it was like a mixture of, it had drama, action, and comedy. Like, that's the genre of how I would place this series. It almost makes me wish that I could have actually kind of went back and lived in that time period. They even and the crazy part about it is it's a character, and I forget his name. It's a black character in there. And they just had to do it. They even threw a touch of this racism that he had to deal with during that time period.
Okay.
So they even throw that. It doesn't hit you over the head with it, but it's definitely implied. Like, it's definitely there. You can see it without them having to say it. And I like when they do. It's almost subtle, but when you see it, you already know what they're talking about. But all in all, I really did enjoy the series. I'm glad they dropped all 8 episodes. Not saying that I would have preferred if they did it week to week, but I'm glad they did it this way because you was able to get through it, and it made you. It's like every episode, every time they ended it, you couldn't wait to get to the next one. It was one of those things like, oh, I'll just wait, anything like that. And like I said, I literally just finished the last episode right before we went live on here.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a very good story. Very good pacing. All the actors did a very good job. I really did enjoy the show. Honestly, this wasn't even a show that I was anticipating like that, but I'm glad that I took the time to sit down and watch it because this is probably this is definitely going in one of my top shows of the year for sure.
Okay, man. We got a strong, amazing review. He didn't spoil nothing. Shout out to Torian, man. He's saying that Spider-Man Award going in his top favorite shows this year. Do you think it'll be? Is it season 2 worthy, or is it like just a 1 season thing? You think
this would be good as just a one-off? Like, honestly, I don't think it needs a season 2.
Okay.
because remember, this is a different universe. This is not the main Marvel universe. Like, he doesn't live in the same universe. Right.
This is in Miles. This is some Into Spider-Verse.
He doesn't live like this because this is a different universe, it's a different time period. So Peter Parker does not exist here. Miles Morales does not exist here. They don't know each other. They've never crossed paths.
Keep Miles away from this because they be like, "Who is this nigga? Who is this in the 30s?" They be like, "Oh, who is this cornrow curly head?" Hold up, bro. He gonna have to really mink everything in the 30s for real. He need to go back and take Black Panther with him. But that's crazy. I'm the only thing that's really exciting me is because I love how they just able to make Spider-Man into different things. You know what I'm saying? And make good content out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, besides just the Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, the movie stuff. They can really make good stuff, games, shows. It's like Spider-Man in the movies is like always shaky, but the side stuff is always good. You feel me? So I was even shocked that they even did a side story that there was anything about. You know what I'm saying? That particular Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse.
And one thing that I like too is because there are so many Spider-Men out there. It's like if there's a story that can be created there, I say why not go for it? And I think that honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they felt like this was a risk they were taking, even doing this as a show. But if it was a risk, the risk paid off because I really did enjoy it.
Man, I'm a Spidey fan, so I love hearing some good Spidey. I'm really excited for Brand New Day because this is going to be a mature Spider-Man. I pray. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, so basically, you looking forward to seeing depressed Peter Parker?
I need to see Buddy open that fridge and there's nothing in there. You know what I'm saying? I need him to go look at his outfit and he like, damn, I gotta go to the laundromat myself. No more Aunt May. She dead. She in a pack right now. We smoking Aunt May. Rest in peace, Aunt May. You feel me? She's gone. You feel me? Everybody is gone. Your girl don't remember you. Your best friend don't remember you. Nobody knows you. You feel what I'm saying? So if you get to swinging, they be like, who is that guy? You feel me? It wasn't was it everybody or was just the gang? I forgot.
It's everybody. The whole world. The whole world. The world doesn't know Peter Parker exists. They know Spider-Man. Right? They know Spider-Man exists, but they don't know Peter Parker exists.
That's so goofy, but it's gonna make sense. It's gonna make sense a Brand New Day when they see Spider-Man. They're like, that's crazy because I know they're gonna be looking at him that's like, I know, buddy. I know.
The only person who may know Peter Parker exists is Doctor Strange because he's the one who he's the one that did the spell. But Doctor Strange is nowhere around. He's off world. He's in some other dimension, so he can't rely on him.
Dang, he may not switch this back, man, or he gonna have to tell Ned, "Hey, bruh, you know how to do magic." You know what I'm saying? I need you to go back and that was crazy too. They just threw anything in the No Way Home. Now I think about it. They had Ned opening up Doctor Strange portals to bring in Spider-Man, dog. They just was throwing everything. But no, I'm just excited when we sent to the group chat the picture of Punisher and Spider-Man, even though I feel like that could possibly just be one scene. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just excited to see him really linking with characters that I read in the comic books that he linked up with. You feel what I'm saying? Like Daredevil and Punisher are his guys. You know what I'm saying? They're in the old PlayStation games. You know what I'm saying? Daredevil, Cap. You know what I'm saying? These are part of Spider-Man's lore. So I'm glad that they're going to put them in the movie, no matter how small of a role it might be. But I am waiting to see Peter Parker just be mature. Who's gonna be the villain? Who's the villain? Do we know the villain?
They got villains in it, but I don't know who the main villain is. Like, but they have so many villains. I know Tombstone is in there. They got the Hand is in there. Okay, we got the Hulk. He's not a villain though. Who else? And Daredevil most likely gonna pop up. Punisher's in there. We still don't know who Sadie Sink is playing. I mean, the consensus is that she's playing Jean Grey. Like, that's the one that keeps floating out there, but we still don't know who she's playing.
Yeah. You know how they go. She gonna end up being Rhino or something, man. They gonna just make her Rhino for no reason. She gonna be a Rhino for no reason, bro. Watch. So or it's gonna be like this, like it's gonna be one of these moments, right? The movie's gonna happen. Vulture. I think Scorpion's a villain.
Yeah, Scorpion is in there.
They pulling him back from Homecoming. Man, I think they're gonna literally have her on the back of Peter Parker's bus, and she's gonna be like, "Hey, what's your name?" Yeah, it's Jean Grey.
Well, the word is on the street. I mean, we've all seen the Brand New Day trailer. If you remember in the trailer, there's a person, their back is turned, but they have a jacket on and the hood is up and they stick their hands up, but they have gloves on. The word is that that's her, but we don't know who she's playing because we didn't see her in any, they only dropped one trailer for it. They're most likely going to drop another one before the movie comes out.
Yeah,
but we still don't know who she's playing. Like, even when she was like being interviewed during the last season of Stranger Things, the question always came up, like, we hear that you're in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and she always had this look on her face like, I know what's coming. I know they about to ask me the question, but I'll let them ask it because they gotta ask it. And they will always ask her, like, so can you give us a hint of who you're playing? And it's like she wants to say it, but it's like they've got her like this. It's like they got her in an ironclad NDA clause or something where she says, I want to say it so bad, but I cannot say it. So I'm like, okay, this got to be huge. Like, this got to be a huge character if she cannot say who she's playing.
Kevin Feige sitting with his hat on.
So I said she has to,
like bullseye.
Yes, I said she has to be playing someone who was very intricate, not only to the story in this movie, but also to the future of the MCU going forward.
Man, Torian, she gonna be Doc Ock. You know, they're gonna make her Lizard. They're gonna make her Lizard, the new Lizard. They're gonna chop her arm off, and she gonna be Lizard. That's what's gonna happen. I'm not putting nothing past Marvel nowadays, bro. She will be the Blob for all we know. She'll be a voiceover. But no,
this is the last like Marvel content before MCU, I should say, before Doomsday, or we get something else?
I think it's Vision Quest. Vision's Quest.
Is that related to Doomsday, or is that just something, you know?
Well, I mean, it's the last. I could say it's the last movie before Doomsday.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the last movie before Doomsday.
Were they going to expand on, you know, the whole Tony Stark element, or are they just going to let that be? Well, not even Tony Stark, you know, Doom.
I think they're going to leave it alone. What you think, Torian?
And speaking of Doomsday, I think they said that they're going to drop the trailer for Doomsday on June 17th. Like the first official main trailer for it on June 17th.
I'm a little. I'm with my Coons vibe. I don't know if I want to see the trailer. I don't know. I don't know. I'm half and half. You feel? I know Torian's going to tell us about it, so we're going to know about it.
What happened? What was that?
I said you're going to tell us about it, so we're going to know about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think that I could go without looking at the trailer, but this is the first big Marvel Avengers movie since Endgame, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I just want to see how they're gonna pull all this off, and see where we just headed, man. Like, where are we going? Like, because this has been going great, man. So where are we going?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but Vision Quest. I'm gonna watch Vision Quest just to watch it. I'm not getting my hopes high. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna have like the real life version of Ultron. I'm like, all right, bro, put that man back in the Iron thing, make him fight Vision, join Vision, or do whatever. You know what I'm saying? But White Vision, 1930 Vision, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're gonna have the White Vision, but shout out to Marvel, man. They turned this up. Subscribe to Marvel's Bluntz 2 ASAP, right? So next Sunday, Tori might see before us, but next Sunday we're going to see Scary Movie 6, man. I mean,
I'm looking forward to this. I said the Wayans brothers is back where they need to be when it comes to this. That's the only way, honestly, that anybody would have went to go see this movie, because if you would have came out with a Scary Movie 6 at any time, don't matter if it was this year or years before, if the Wayans was not attached to this movie, no one was going to watch it. So putting them back in the seat was definitely the right move. The trailer had me hyped when they dropped that trailer. I saw that trailer when I went to go see some movie back in March. I forgot what movie it was, and I had saw it then, and me and the whole audience was in there dying laughing like we was watching the original Scary Movie from back in the late 90s and early 2000s. Like, I said, okay, y'all got me. I'm locked back in. Like, I'm back in there.
I'm back in. Shout out to me, because in 2 weeks I'm definitely dropping a single I've been in the cut called Scary Movie. I made it last year, so I'm dropping it actually in 2 weeks. I'm riding their way. So I definitely shout out to them that. Then number two, what Torian said was the 90s and 2000 stuff really generally made me laugh. So when we watched the trailer and I really was like giggling, I was like, all right, they got me. Now the other thing they got me is their press run. They're doing a lot of good social media stuff that's funny, like really funny. And I'm like, all right, they still got their funnies. I like that Brenda is still in her. Brenda and Cindy are still like in there. They're playing their roles on Instagram, which is, I think, is hilarious. I'm so excited to see how far they're gonna take it. How wild they gonna get? They look like they not gonna hold back. When Sean had the bald head, I knew this movie was gonna be fire. I said no. When I seen him with a bald head, I said, oh no, they were dead. This is it. This is the comeback. And like Torian said, it could have had Regina Hall and Shorty, who plays Cindy, in there without them. And like you said, it still wouldn't have did.
It still wouldn't have made it. It still wouldn't have hit, because even though like they do carry their roles well, it would still be missing something. The Scary Movie franchise, what made it so great is because of who made it. Like, this is a product of the Wayans. Yep. We've seen their work and we trusted it. And when we saw that when they were doing it, I said, oh, most definitely put them in there for sure. And look at what came from it. Because you can tell with the quality. That's actually what Marlon had talked about when he was on Club Shay Shay a couple years ago, when he was talking about what happened after the third movie. Because in the third movie they weren't in there, but they worked on it. But then when Scary Movie 4 came out, that's when it fell flat, because they weren't attached to it at all. Like, they had a lot of stuff going on with,
I think Freak Buddy. I think that Freak.
Yeah,
Buddy,
yes.
Freak Buddy
I didn't want to say his name. I didn't want to say his name, but
Mm-hmm.
they were having issues with him.
Yeah.
And that's why they weren't on it anymore. And it just dwindled after that, and they just stopped making them. And people was like, okay, no one's gonna watch another Scary Movie again until the Wayans come back. And now they're coming back, and now everyone's excited again because we saw what they did with the original movies. And I'm, like I said, I'm locked in. Like, and I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, how close did y'all shoot some of these movies? Because I'm seeing Sinners references and weapons references. I'm like, those movies just came out last year. I'm like, I said, where did you, well, like, when did y'all film this? Like, but they pulled it off though. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. And like they said, like, if you a person that's real sensitive, don't watch this movie because they sparing no feelings. Everybody getting talked about.
And that's what I need. I need them to unload the clip because I never saw a scary movie under the influence. So that's why I said I saw Scary Movie. That's how I knew that Scary Movie was a good movie because I saw it when I was young and it was funny. Like I was actually laughing at it when I was young. So that's why I'm like, man, I the first two are just cult classics. Everything else outside of that has been mid to me. Even when they was like making little movies, y'all remember like them little not scary movies, but them like kind of scary movies where it was like,
yeah, they copied off of them. Yeah, they copied off of them.
It was terrible. It was like one about 300. It was so bad. I was like, I can't believe they actually put this out. I
will say this. Not Another Teen movie was pretty funny.
Was that like kind of like a little bit the first one?
Yeah, it was like a parody like type of thing, but it was making fun of teen flicks. But it wasn't like done by the Wayans, but it was pretty funny. As a matter of fact, Chris Evans was in that movie.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think the first opening scene.
This. I think that was like one of Chris Evans' first mainstream movies before he went and did Fantastic Four, and then of course he went ahead and did Captain America. That was like one of his very early movies in his career where people just started to learn about who he was.
Marvel was like, we saved your life. We saved this broke nigga life. You feel me? That's when he came Captain America, even though he said no at first. They actually told him no a couple times. And they was like, bro, come on, bro. Like, just be Captain America. Right? You good. But with the Wayans thing, and I'm gonna say this. One thing you say I agree with, Tori, is that their work has spoken for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They make quality stuff. I've never seen anything from a Wayans, any of them that has been bad. Like nothing. Yeah. Nothing. Like, nothing. There's nothing where you looked at it and was like, oh, that's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, no, everything they do is funny. From Marlon doing stand-up, from the Wayans brothers show. From
Major
Living Color, you know what I'm saying? Like that Living Color for me was automatically for them white chicks. Everything they touch, really, you know. It really
and also too, and one thing I'm also glad about that they're finally doing with this movie is they're putting Kim in there because she's never been in any of the scary movies, which I was kind of shocked by considering how funny she is. Because I remember her, of course, on the Living Color. And then she was on In the House back in the day, and she had me dying every time she opened her mouth. And I said she was a good physical comedy actress, just like the rest of them are. Like I've always said, the Wayans is like the Jacksons of the comedy world.
Great comparison. I agree. Who's Mike?
Who's Mike? Probably.
I said
Keenan. I was going to say Keenan for the simple fact that he was the one that kind of like propelled the family. Like it really kind of started with him. Like he started as the foundation to really propel and put them out there. I can see why you say Marlon though, because he's one of the more recognizable faces because he's been probably in a lot more than the rest of them. And he's definitely one who shows that not only is he a good comedy actor, he's a good dramatic actor. I'm like, if y'all have never seen Marlon do drama, then you have not seen Marlon.
6 Man.
I feel like Marlon would be like Planet low key because I feel like he has done a lot.
That's a good one,
but you know, it's not on the same level as Keenan.
I could give him Janet too. Because 6 Man was a really good movie. That was one of the best acting movies I've seen from him when his I think it was his brother who turned to the ghost.
The 6 Man. Yeah,
I used to watch the 6 Man all the time, and it was crazy seeing Marlon going from being, like you said, this funny, and on the Wayans Brothers show, he crawled on the floor, he flipping over stuff, like he just like he was just so loose, like he was just such a loose kind of character to do 6 Man, and where he was really like a serious was serious. I still remember that scene when they were getting all the help and it was in the final four, and his brother was about to go for the last shot. He's like, bro, let it go, bro. Just let him shine. Like, let me go, bro. And he let him get the shot. He made it in, and then he just went on to heaven. I was like, dang, this guy was smooth.
If y'all want to see Marlon really like go in his like see him do drama, watch this movie that came out back in the day called Requiem for a Dream.
I feel like I heard about that. Is that a poem as well?
Huh?
Is that a poem as well?
I'm not sure if it's a poem or not, but I know the movie is about, it deals with people who are drug addicts.
Okay.
But like that, he did like that was one of the first movies I saw where he was doing drama. Also, when he did even when he was on the episodes of Bel Air playing Will's dad. Oh my goodness. He played Will's dad. Like it's crazy. Like I was like watching, I was like, whoa. Even when, and also another movie was when he was in Respect and he played Aretha Franklin's first husband. I said he acted his ass off in that to the point where I was like, Marlon, this is you?
Man. He definitely I guess he just wanted to get some seriousness under his belt, you know what I'm saying? Because he was like the goofiest one. And so, you know what I'm saying? He definitely put some serious under his belt. And then what's his name? The other Waynes, but like I said, I got introduced to him early. Damon with Major Payne. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Major Payne is a classic. If y'all don't know, Major Payne is a classic.
Did you watch My Wife and Kids?
Oh yeah, bro. I sometimes debate. I love Martin and Gina. Don't get it twisted, but she was really in her bag on that show. With My Wife and
Kids. Yeah,
they were in their bag on that show. The kids, everything. I think she did. It's like Martin and Gina. She was just a certain person, and she just like elevated that on My Wife.
It's like on My Wife and Kids, she was able to kind of do probably what she wanted to do on Martin, but because the dynamic was Martin being the funny guy and him always going at Pam, it almost got to the point where that's where people really tuned in to watch, was the stuff with them going back and forth with each other. Whereas on My Wife and Kids, there was a balance there between her and Damon, because there were moments in the show where she had me laughing more than I was at her than I was laughing at him.
Yep.
I remember it was one episode of My Wife and Kids where they were preparing to do this talent show. And they were supposed to be performing. It was her, their daughter-in-law, and the oldest sister and the younger sister, and they were supposed to be performing as Diana Ross and the Supremes. When I tell you, when I watched that episode, I was laughing at her character so hard I could barely breathe because of all the antics and the body language and the stuff she was doing with her face, how she was doing her eyes. It was so, if you've never seen that episode, you were gonna laugh so hard because she had me dying in that episode.
You know what it probably was though, y'all? It's because she wasn't fucking Damian Wayans. That's what it was. See, no, I'm being for real. The reason why it didn't work, Martin didn't work, is because they broke the cardinal rule of life, people. Do not shit where you eat. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I feel like no funny. It used to be a crackhead that used to work. He was a meth head. He used to be my manager at Shake Shack. This is no lie. Brian, he real life used to be all that shit. But we was in the back, right? And one day he said that to me. He was like, I was like, man, if I could I would hit like the manager, the top manager, this lady named Lauren. He was like, nah, dude, don't do that, dude. I was like, what you say? He said, don't shit where you eat, man. Every time I shit where I eat, it went terrible. So that's why Martin and Gina just didn't work, because he liked her. Like it just threw everything off, them having some type of connection deeper. I don't think she had that connection with Buddy. They just really had she could really act and do her thing. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day, the Wayans brothers make magic. You feel what I'm saying? They make great movies. They're going to probably continue to make great movies, and I hope that Scary Movie 6 what's the word, just puts them back into the game and just takes them to the next level. You feel what I'm saying? Just coming back and making more movies and making more films and stuff. You feel me? It's time. That's what I say. It's time. So we'll see that next week. Definitely gonna do an out of the theater reaction of everything. So you know what I'm saying, we'll definitely have that up. Besides, that made the job. Besides things we talked about, was there anything particular in May that was just like stood out to you
Did
guys?
y'all watch Mortal Kombat 2?
Yes, I did see Mortal Kombat 2. So I thought it was corny. I think it was better than the first one, but it was corny though. You feel me?
I think that was the point.
They're like, we just trying to make it better than the first one.
I think that was the point. Because the thing is, like, when it comes to like stuff like that, like game adaptations like that, I'm not expecting some Oscar-worthy performance or something like that. Okay. Because one thing I liked is that how they kind of recreated some of the levels, like how it was in the game. I would say Mortal Kombat 2 was definitely for the hardcore fans of the series. It wasn't for a person that's probably never played the game before, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, or people who don't understand the lore of Mortal Kombat. So, but like you said, it was kind of corny. I said that was probably the point.
The mega point. The mega point. But only thing I kept, but the thing is,
but the Kung Lao Liu Kang fight, easily the best fight in the movie.
That's when they turned it up like this. They said, all right, we're gonna turn it up if you let us. You feel what I'm saying? Because they turned it all the way up on that fight. I was actually like, oh, I was like sitting on the edge of my seat, like, oh, okay.
Like when he was on the teleporting.
Sorry. That part saved the movie for me, because I'm just sitting there. All I kept thinking about was the 90s Mortal Kombat. The 90s Mortal Kombat was really good. The first one, the first and the second one to me was really good.
You like the Annihilation?
Man, I love it so much.
I did not like Annihilation.
My aunt used to just watch movies with me all the time. My aunt Liz, it's crazy. Her birthday is tomorrow. That's crazy coincidence. Her birthday is tomorrow. She introduced me to Mortal Kombat movies when it was the game, and she was like, you know, it's a movie, right, nephew? I was like, huh? And then all of a sudden, I said, oh, this is lit. But I'm like, dang, they really fighting and dying, and that's it. That's it. Like your life, you lost the World Combat and your life. You feel me? You're never coming back. It's no redo. It's not like how they say 319, whatever. Niggas was getting hit in the chest and just and they just turned to dust. Did they get snapped? Were they getting snapped in Mortal Kombat? Wow. Yeah, but I saw Mortal Kombat. It was cool. You feel what I'm saying? Did anybody see Mandalorian the Guru?
I didn't.
Nah.
I'm just like, look, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I literally, you ever seen that SpongeBob meme when he's in the bed? He's like, I don't really feel like it. That's exactly what happened. I was really, really had all intentions to go see that movie. I woke up. It was time to go. I was like, nah. I wait for this to come on Disney Plus. I'll just wait. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And honestly, I did too. But then I felt the same way as you. I ended up like saying, nah, I'm not going to go see it.
So I did go to shout out to Bath and Body Works. I did get the special edition Mandalorian candles. I love candles. So this is not a plug, but they need to go ahead and sponsor the boy. You feel me? We got the Mandalorian Guru. This is called the Bounty Hunter. So if you need a little edge when you want to knock a nigga head off, go ahead and light this in the campfire. You know, a little get the juices going. And then we got now. I'm normally a dark side kind of guy, but the force is with me today with the force flow. You feel what I'm saying? The force is with this candle.
Why does this feel like a sponsorship?
What's it called? The force flow. Now, they said this is in Yoda's bathroom when he's on that planet. You know what I'm saying? So doesn't smell nasty to me, y'all. You feel me?
I'm glad you brought that up, though, you know, since we on Star Wars. Listen.
That's what I gotta watch.
Easily, hands down, another one of my top shows of the year. The way that they ended this, the last 2 episodes of this is so worth it.
I'll say, Torian, you watch your tongue when you read that. Don't spoil it. That's my House of Dragons voice. I'm getting ready, y'all.
Oh yeah, that does come back on next month. I can't wait. That trailer dropped the other day too. I said it's about to be nonstop battles, dragons, fire, death, blood, it's gonna be everything that I wanted from the second season. But I understand they had to work their way up to build up to this. And I told them 2 years ago, I said, look, y'all did almost a whole season worth of fillers. You had Damon at Heron Hall pretty much half the season. Every time he came up, I was glad. I was like, listen, when is he leaving? But then he never left. So now I'm ready to see. And now he's gone now. But I mean, now I can't wait to see what they about to do with this season right here. It is going to be insane.
No,
I might have to rewatch it. I kind of forgot about.
I had to do a trailer reaction to the new trailer, but with Maul, I'm definitely about to go ahead and binge that this week because I'm finally done with Daredevil. I'm getting close to the end of The Sopranos, so that's making me happy. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to go ahead and watch Maul and throw that in the mix. Then, like you said, House of Dragon is coming. I liked the first season. I really did. They told me to tap in, y'all. I did. You feel me? And it was good. The group chat, most of the time, we throw out good suggestions for the most part. You feel what I'm saying? The second season just wasn't turned up. So I'm ready to see this season. Like Tori said, more battles, more dragons. You hear me?
And also, too, this month we ended the show with The Boys. The Boys has now finally come to an end. Some people was like had like mixed feelings with this last season. I would say it was a lot of art meets reality with this one with the Homelander character especially. But I wish like with the ending that there was some other things that they could have did almost more comic accurate. I feel like there was way too many people that stayed alive than that should have. The people that did get up out of here, I was glad was gone. Like, you know, Homelander's about it there finally.
You know what? I'm not even mad you spoiled that because I'm just not even because look, I'm not into The Boys, so that's why I was like, I was wondering if you was going if that happened. So I'm glad to hear it did.
Yeah, it finally happened. But I mean, if you want to watch it, then I won't tell you how it happened. But it's another character in there that I hated, and I think everybody did too. They're fine. They're gone as well. But I mean, the show had a good run. This show was kind of like up and down for me. For me, the best seasons of The Boys was the first, second, and maybe the third seasons. The fourth one was pretty decent. It was okay. But the fifth season was like a roller coaster ride. Like it had its moments where I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. To other points, it was like, okay, I guess it was one of those type of things. Then they went ahead and then they canceled Gen V. I was mad about that.
Didn't crazy.
Somebody really pass away on Gen V? Like
in
real life?
One of the main characters from the first season, he passed away. He died on a motorcycle accident. He was like only like 27. He was really young, but he was a main character too. And they kind of like touched on it a little bit in the second season. Throughout the season, you can tell that the actors was really feeling it. Like every time he was brought up, like any type there was an emotional scene and his character was brought up and they started crying, I said that's not even them acting, that's real emotion. Right. So I don't know if that was the reason as to why, but I really I like Gen V as a spinoff for that, and now they're about to do another spinoff
like something about
Vault Rising. Yeah, it's called Vault Rising.
They say cut that off and let's just go on to
really this last season of The Boys was really nothing more than, in my opinion, an introduction to the Vault Rising characters. That's really what this season felt like they were doing, like was like a launch pad to say, okay, we know this is the last season of The Boys, but look at these characters that we got right here because you're gonna be seeing them again. And they already dropped. Now that I think about it, they already dropped like a sneak peek of Vault Rising like last week. So now we kind of get an idea of what direction they're going with this new show.
Shout out to The Boys, man. Shout out to Amazon Prime. I gotta find a way to finesse to get that. Get Amazon Prime back.
And listen, Invincible ended on a good note. Well, I mean, as far as this season right here, I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with next season.
So yeah, I gotta get Amazon Prime back. Shout out, big shout out to big bro Nemesis. I don't know. Y'all seen it?
I seen Nemesis. I watched Nemesis.
Nah, my folks saying it. Apparently they like it, but it's written by the same people who created Power, right? Or something like that.
The same person who created Power did this, but it's nothing like Power though. it's not like it has nothing to do with drugs or anything like that.
So it's crazy, right? My brother-in-law, yeah, he's killed in the joint, right? So when he went to go do the joint, and
I just realized that now that you said it, he sure was.
So look, when he went to go do it, it was crazy because he was like telling us like, yeah, I'm gonna die, and so we was like, all right, but they was telling him behind the scenes stuff like, hey, like if it do good, we're gonna bring you back to do season 2, like to do, like flashback stuff.
Like flashback, because really he does die in a flashback. Like he doesn't have a role where he's in the present time that the show is happening. His death has happened a while ago. I don't know when exactly it happened, but it was a while ago. Like he played the main character's, well, the cop character's partner that got killed in the line of duty.
I was like, bro, I said, what a blessing. I said, good thing you the main, because I didn't know. I don't follow it. So until my sister told me. So I'm like, oh, bro, if you was the main dude and you got like at least like 2 episodes. You know what I'm saying? That's at least 2 flashbacks. You feel what I'm saying? And then it's doing good. It's doing good. People really rocking with it. So shout out to Nemesis. And shout out to 007. We switching the game before we go. 007 First Light. I can't even lie. I be feeling like I'm in a James Bond movie.
That's what I said, especially with the cutscenes.
Dog, it feels like you in a James Bond movie, like real live. Like I always like James Bond games, but this one is really a good game, dog. Like I mean, you can, if you want to wait for it. That's cool, but
people are already saying this is a game of the year contender.
No, it definitely is. Like Coons, like it definitely took off. I'm like, I thought this was gonna be like a little when they and then just how it get down, how smooth the action. Like when you get, it's so many ways to do some Bond shit. You feel me?
Yes, and I love that. Especially when you get to use the watch, which is crazy because I don't know of any other Bond games before this that allowed you to use the watch. And I'm like, the watch that he has is a main gadget that like is part of the James Bond lore, and the fact that he has so many things that he can do with that watch.
I hope they let us get the
game. I'll probably tap in sometime.
I'm tapping in tonight as soon as we get off this. I'm tapping in as soon as we get off this. But
because I finished the game yesterday, and it is a challenge. I played it on the middle level because they have a easy one, then they have like a mid level, and then they have the hard one. I did the mid level, and it was some stuff on there that I died so many times to the point where I almost rage quit.
Oh, don't say that. I'm playing on the hardest level, dog.
Well, I'm just giving you a heads up.
Oh my!
And you landed on the hardest level too. Oh yeah, you're gonna have your moments. Trust and believe. But like I said, I like that. I like that it was challenging because even when you had to solve certain things, it was certain things like, okay, how do I like figure this out? And I'm sitting there saying to myself, how do I do this? Like, what am I supposed to do? And I said, I bet you it's the most minimal thing. And it sure was. Like, I'm trying to find myself out to get to the next part. Turns out I had to crawl under something. I'm like, are you serious?
That's why I be on Resident Evil. That's why I be frustrated on Resident Evil. I'm like, this is a scary game. Why do I have to think? Why am I doing puzzles? What is going on? And I'm excited to see that movie too, Resident Evil. That movie comes out this year too. Second thing, for the PlayStation people, this Tuesday, they will be showing Wolverine gameplay live. That is coming.
The state of play. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I told some other people, I said also with them showing that, y'all know that also means that that's when they're going to announce the pre-orders. I'm telling you that they're going to do it.
Oh, for
sure. They're going to announce that the pre-orders are available.
I'm about to borrow a PlayStation. I'm about to put in my bed
and they all
PlayStation for like a
and they
month.
also and I bet you that, and guess what? They're probably also going to say what if the surprise, because State of Play always does like a surprise showing, because that's what they did. That's what they did last year. At the State of Play last year when they showed when we saw Wolverine and people didn't know it was that they were going to show it. What if the surprise this year is they show stuff from GTA 6?
I cry.
Only on the strength that people, and it's crazy too because GTA 6 was actually supposed to come out the day that First Light came out, but they just when they moved the date, they ended up moving both dates.
007 was like, thanks for the day, suckers. But no, I'm excited for GTA. I'm that and just finishing because I've been finishing single player. I finally finished Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. That is one of my favorite, my top 10 games. That game is beautiful. You feel what I'm saying? That game is beautiful. I'm about to finish all the Metal Gear Solids now because of that game. So that's a side note. But no, yeah, games, man. It's a lot of games out now. I think the new college football for all you football heads, that's about to drop with the play for that. And then Madden's cover with Caleb Williams is on the cover. And speaking of sports,
Caleb Williams on the cover?
Yes.
Wow.
Speaking of sports too,
I was gonna bring it up.
I'm thinking Wembyana. I think they're gonna win all that, man. I thought about this. I put this in my homie 2K group chat, right? Because I do play 2K sometimes. And I said, you know what? I just said, man, I'm really thankful that for the 90s and the 2000s, the players that we've seen in our lifetime have been out of this mind. Like, I've never seen something like Wemby in my life. You feel what I'm saying? Where he's 7 feet tall, and like the first 7 foot I ever seen was Shaq. You feel what I'm saying? He couldn't shoot anything. He could literally shoot bricks. You know what I'm saying? And Wembyana stepping back, shooting from half court. I don't even think he's even jumping for real. You feel what I'm saying? It's like Steph Curry in a 7 foot body. I've never seen this in my life.
I said them Knicks fans was probably pissed. I said it's funny because like Knicks fans, I said y'all for years hated Trae Young. I said now y'all got someone new to hate. Imagine going that far and y'all are that close, and this guy right here is like your hurdle. Literally, your hurdle.
Wemby's gonna put that
since
pressure
1999. Since 1999, that was the last time the Knicks went to the finals and won, and they almost made it this time. But this guy right here stopped them.
They played the Spurs that year in that finals too.
Man, and it's crazy. The youngins that and that's why I say every generation, because these kids are like 21, they're like 22, they're like 23, and they're going off. I'm like, oh my goodness. I saw this on Twitter. They was like, Wemby is as crazy as Michael Jordan and Kobe. I believe he's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Even at the end of the game when he was like crying and screaming and stuff, like he was really hyped. I was like, finally, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like the type of basketball where you really want it. And I'm like, where he really wants to be the best. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not just for a check, or it's not just it's that energy. When I first was I think I was in 8th grade when I went to, I don't know if y'all remember if the school used to have scholastics. Remember they used to have like little scholastic fairs?
Yeah. The book fair.
I remember in 8th grade, the scholastic fair in the science room, I saw the first Sports Illustrated with LeBron James on there. And I was like, who is this? You feel what I'm saying? When I started looking it up on the old YouTube, y'all, like 2007 YouTube, before when Soulja Boy was popping off.
That's when YouTube first came out.
Man, Bron was different, but Wemby is different. And who y'all got winning?
The Spurs probably, definitely.
I'm calling Spurs.
I think everybody's putting their chips on the Spurs, and definitely on him.
Spurs.
Listen, people are putting their farms on the line for this. I think they put in everything behind him, honestly.
Yeah,
that's the type of people. But people love when it comes to the finals, a lot of people love when it goes to a game 7. They love seeing that game 7.
That game 7.
Sweeps are nice. Sweeps are nice to brag about, but when you have it go to a game 7, that hits different.
It's just different. It takes it to the next level because the stakes are win or go home. You feel what I'm saying? And that going home when you already home is just the most disrespectful shit ever. Send me home from out of state. To actually go home and you're home is the worst feeling in the world, because you're going right past everybody. Everybody just hyped you up on the way to the stadium. Yeah, come on, bring home.
But without the shadow of a doubt, San Antonio wins he's definitely going to be the MVP, hands down.
100%. The alien. I have my jersey in the cart right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a final jersey right now. I need that part of it. I need that. I don't even think I'm gonna wear the jersey because I already know he's gonna be great. You feel what I'm saying? If his legs stay good, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know what. It's probably a Terminator in his body. He probably is an alien.
You saying he is part? Would you not say he is a part T-800?
Maybe I'm a little smiggity, but then I really just sat here. We just kept talking, and I'm like, this man's an alien for real, and it's in plain sight. They think it's funny, but they keep saying alien promotion. Don't be surprised when Wemby unzips when they win the finals. You know what I'm saying? He gonna unzip and say,
"It'll be like Men in Black."
I wanted to show y'all that we love the human race. Just let me keep playing basketball, and everybody will be safe. And then that's how we'll meet aliens. It's marvelous, Bluntz, man. It's marvelous, Bluntz, man. Maybe I'll spill before we go, man.
This was a good one. I'm glad that I was able to come on this evening. Like you said, next Sunday we're gonna be watching Scary Movie 6. We're gonna have a good. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about with Scary Movie 6. Man, I don't know who on the Scary Movie 6 crew who is in charge of marketing, but whoever came up with the idea to have a bong themed popcorn bucket in this movie.
Slim. Hey.
And then they got them in 4 different sizes.
I might just go to the movies for no reason before it comes out, just because I want. Is it in Regal or is it in AMC?
I think it's in all of them. It didn't specify which one had it because that's the only.
Because you know Regal be trying to have different popcorn buckets. Sometimes I found out on the low.
Because I'm saying, like, I think that's the only popcorn bucket that they have, but they just have them in different. They have them in like 4 different sizes.
I know you can hit that bong. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. So you telling me I can go home, have some buttery popcorn, but eat the popcorn in the theater, take it home, still have it buttery, and put some gas in there and just, man,
legally, I don't think you could do that, bro. I don't think they'll be.
Y'all gonna be like, hey, just no funny, because I'm not gonna do this. Imagine we in the theater, y'all. Scary Movie 6. It's loaded, locked, and all of a sudden you just hear this it's dead silent. All you just hear is. Y'all be like, was that you're just going, so all you're gonna see is this. You're gonna see the glare from the light, like, oh my god, no. Hey, I'm gonna be nice and smack before I come there. So you know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and enjoy this movie because I'm trying to be crying walking out I'm trying to cry like how I cried on the first 2.
And also too, before I end off, I'm doing a consistent box office watch on Michael. It is currently globally sitting at 846 million plus globally.
Yeah, cool.
And also too, they just released in Russia. I think last week, the last place that it has to open up is Japan on June 12th, and China extended their run for the box office, the theatrical run, through the 23rd of June. And I also just found out that it's going to be available for digital on June 26th, which ironically is the day after the 17th year anniversary of his passing, which was June 25th. So on June 26th is going to be available for digital, which means people can buy it and watch it at home, and it'll still be in the theaters playing. So it's still making money both ways. Well, it was something else I was going to add. I don't know if y'all seen the clips and the videos, but over in London, it looked like a whole Michael concert in that theater. I mean, I didn't know people was watching a movie or they was at a concert. And also, speaking of, this movie has become so big, and because Michael Jackson is who he was, it was, I think in Russia, they actually aired his movie. I think it probably was a one-night thing inside of a soccer stadium. To get people the feel of like they were at a Michael concert, because he only did stadium tours.
He only did stadium
tours. And they said that stadium filled to the brim, to the point where it was more people there for that than it was for people for stuff that's actually hosted there.
Yeah, Drake. So you think you beat Michael, but you didn't.
Drake, listen, Aubrey Wheelchair Jimmy wishes that he was a rhinestone on
That's
Michael.
all you gotta do is just bring it back. Yeah, Tori, and keep keep calling him who he really is.
Aubrey.
That's who you
Aubrey.
are. Aubrey.
Wheelchair Jimmy Degrassi. We remember
Jimmy.
where you started at.
We know you started from the bottom. You know you started from the bottom. But the Iceman, no, I really did like. I know because we about to get you to go to Euphoria touring, but I know I really can't admit that Iceman was cool. You feel what I'm saying? It was some tracks on there I like. I like the other two albums actually better than Iceman. I feel like the Drake that people really like is on the ones when he's singing, and you know what I'm saying? When he be trying to like
let's be honest here. Aubrey is a pop star. He's a pop artist.
He's a pop star. He is. That's why the other albums were just better. But I do like the Janice Shut the Fuck Up. I like that one. That's the hardest one on Iceman. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But shout out to Torian, man. Coach, you got any spill before we go, man? Shebang.
Quick spill, keep God first for sure. But something that's been on my mind lately is just support Black art. And that's in all forms for sure. Like I'm talking graffiti artists, painters, musicians, rappers, so people who play the instruments, people who write the music, directors, just support Black art and platform it. I feel like not that it's something that's not talked about. I mean, for one, June I think it's Music Month.
Yeah, Black Music Month.
Yeah, Black Music Month. So that kind of got me like on that vein. But it's just support Black art in all facets.
And it's funny that you mentioned Black Music Month because last year, when I was on Rumble, because I have a Rumble account, because I could only do something like this on Rumble because of the copyright stuff on YouTube. I had something called a Black Music Month jam session, and what I did was I created polls for every single day for my subscribers to vote in for different categories, and then depending on what one, we played those songs in like for hours. That thing lasted for like 6 hours. We started at like 6 o'clock and ended at 12 midnight, and we had a blast the whole time.
That we did again.
I brought it up because I am doing it again, but this time I did it a little bit different because this year I decided to theme it as the Billboard Top 10. So whatever artist, like the top 10 songs on the Billboard charts for a particular artist, that's what went. And then I'm allowing the people to vote. They can only vote for one particular song. Whatever song wins, I put it into a wheel, and then we just go ahead and we play, and we just like. It's like a celebration of Black music, from various eras, different genres, rap, hip hop, R&B, soul, funk, rock, gospel from different eras, like from our parents' era all the way to even our era. So yeah, like that, like I'm running it back. It was a success.
We need an invite to the concert, man. You feel me?
I'm gonna do it on the last Saturday of June. I'm probably going to do it probably either around 3 or 4 p.m. just in case it runs long again like it did last year. That way it doesn't run too late. So that's most likely when I'm going to do it. And ironically, now that I think about it, I'm doing it the same weekend that Supergirl comes out.
Yeah, I'm going to see that too. So if y'all want to talk about that too,
that's the movie that Coons is looking forward to.
I can't lie. I am. I'm because only because Superman was actually really good. You feel what I'm saying? So
a lot of people are looking forward to seeing what Lobo was going to do in it because that's the part
that's Tone, man.
That's what
you talking about that shit.
Yeah, Jason Momoa, like that's his dream role right there.
No, I agree. But Coons, shout out to Coons. He said something very important: support Black art. That is, I wrote that actually in my notes. That's kind of crazy. So yes, support Black art, man. Shout out to Torian. Shout out to Coons, man. Y'all know, man. Subscribe to Marvel's Bluntz, man. Like I said, keep God first, keep yourself first, and keep doing what you love. You dig what I'm saying? And follow the gang. Definitely appreciate them pulling up to the end of the month show for May 2026. You feel what I'm saying? Next week, we will be back with a review out of the theater, Fresh Scary Movie 6. We're going to see if I have tears. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see if I have tears. But shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to Marvel's Bluntz, man. We out. You dig?
Hey, where's Rose?